right, here we are, softball fans. First pitch is a ball. We are at the APW Varsity Fields, home of the APW Rebels softball team. The visiting team today is the Bishop Ludden Gaelic Knights. And it is 2-0 on their leadoff hitter, Laura Polano. Here's the Gaelic Knights lineup. Leading off, playing right field, number 24, Laura Polano. Batting second, shortstop, number 9, Sophia Kamadi. Batting third, first base player, number 33, Amaya McNail. There's a 2-0 from Izzy. In there, called strike one. Batting fourth, number 11, Abby Masadi. She's the catcher. Batting fifth, number 22, left fielder, Grace Fink. That's in there, called strike two. Batting sixth, number 4, second base player, Mia Scutari. Batting seventh, third base player, Meredith Pesarillo, number 0. And there is the first strikeout and the first out of the game. Down swinging goes Laura Polano. Next up, Sophia Kamadi. First pitch is a ball. The 1-0 to Sophia. Up and out, ball 2, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 from Izzy to Sophia. In there, called strike one. It is a beautiful sunny day. It's a little bit of clouds. Nothing over the field. Those thin cirrus clouds. Swung on, foul back, strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sophia Kamadi. Been a big swing in temperature today. This morning, woke up around 6. It was 38 degrees. And here we are just over 70, I believe. 69. We'll take it. Game time temperature brought to you by Glory Construction and Services. The 2-2 is high, 3-2 to Sophia Kamadi. Here's the payoff pitch from Izzy. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So now with 2 outs, that brings up Amaya McNail, the first base player. Amaya is batting .500 with 6 doubles, 7 RBIs, 7 walks, and no strikeouts in 34 at-bats. She's 0-1 right now. Now and just misses low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs on Amaya McNail. That's called strike 2. Just catching the outside edge of the plate on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one's high, ball 2. Trying to get her to chase on a riser. I'm sorry about that. Amaya not doing it. Again, Amaya has not struck out yet this season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swung on, popped up. right field, and that's going to fall just out of the reach of second base player Alexis Wheeler. And Amaya still has not struck out this season. She's got a 2-out single, and she takes first base. Now batting the cleanup hitter and catcher, Abby Mazzotti. Abby's batting .219 with no extra base hits. Oh, I'm sorry, nope, that's the wrong line. .219. Yeah, no extra base hits. She is 7 for 32 with 14 strikeouts. First pitch low as a ball gets away from Maggie Smithler. And Amaya takes second base on that wild pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Abby Mazzotti, I believe. Swung on. Ground ball is short. Fielded by Schick. Throw over to first is in time. 6-3 goes the putout. And the Bishop Ludden Gaelic Knights strand a runner. And they're not able to score any runs. So no runs in the top of the first inning for the Gaelic Knights. And the APW Rebels are coming to bat. Let's go over the defensive alignment for the Gaelic Knights while we can. In left field, number 22, Grace Fink. In center field, number 12, Tizzy Ballou. In right field, number 24, Laura Pullen. At third base, wherever she is, double zeros, Meredith Pesarillo. At shortstop, number 9, Sophia Kamadi. At second base, number 4, Mia Scateri. At first base, number 33, Amaya McNeil. Behind the plate, number 11, Abby Mazzotti. And on the circle, or in the circle, I should say, number 3, Grace Hilton. Leading off for the Rebels, number 2, Olivia Dallin. First pitch behind her, ball 1. I wonder if she's going to stand there the whole time. 2 balls and no strikes on Olivia. That's called strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Olivia hits this one. Pop up. Right fielder calling for one hand grab, and it's out number 1 for Olivia. So Olivia's been doing a good job of making contact. Really what she needs to do is be hitting those ground balls, though. So that brings up Katie Schick. First pitch to Katie is a ball. 1-0 to Katie. Change up doesn't reach. Ball 2. 2-0. Excuse me. And it is 3-0 on Katie Schick. And that one's a ball 4. 4 straight balls for Katie Schick. And she works herself a 1-out walk. So with 1 out and a runner on first, that brings up Izzy Cagle. Izzy leads the team in doubles and all extra base hits. Doubles and triples. She's got 8 doubles, 2 triples so far on the year. Waiting for the elusive home run. Shows bunt, pulls back, gets a ball. And Katie Schick takes second. Nice stolen base by Katie Schick. So we turn our attention back to Izzy with 1 ball and no strikes. The runner on second. Izzy punches this one. It goes to the shortstop. Throw over to first is in time. Katie Schick rounds third. She's going to hold there. So Izzy does her job and moves the runner over. So with 2 outs, here's a Nora Vandervoort looking to pick up the game's first RBI. First pitch in there, called strike 1 on Honora. Honora's got 2 doubles, 6 RBIs. She's currently batting .207. Holds up on that changeup, and the ball gets away from the catcher, and that allows Katie Schick to score. Oops. So it is 1-0 for the Rebels. Two and 1 on Honora. 1 bounces. 3-1 on Vandervoort. Maybe that's 3-1. Sorry, that's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Vandervoort. And ball 4, Honora works herself a 2-out walk. So with 1 in and a runner on first, 2 outs, here's Maggie Smithler. She'll have to take off the old catcher's gear. That one bounces. It's a ball. And Vandervoort steals second. Picked a good pitch to go on with that nice slow changeup. So now with the runner on second, 1-0. Another bouncer, ball 2. That one does not get far enough away from the catcher, Abby Mazzotti. miss. That's a strike. That's another foul. Two balls, two strikes on Smithler. High, ball 3. Three balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch is high, ball 4. We got runners at first and second. Ball gets dropped, and Honora takes third. Smithler stays at first. Really thought she should have gone. Trying to instigate a throw. Maybe get caught in a pickle. I don't know. So runners at first and third now with 2 outs. Here's Alexis Wheeler. Way out in front, swing and a miss, strike 1. Allows Smithler to go to second. 0-1 on Wheeler. Ball's high, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Lexus reaches as high as she can to get a piece of that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now Wheeler's got to protect. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Alexi Wheeler. Or Alexis. Lexi. And she pops this one. Center field. Nobody's going to get to it. That one drops. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Ball gets away. Wheeler goes to second, and she is safe at second base on the throw. It is a 2 RBI single for Alexis Wheeler. She reaches second on the throw, and the Rebels have a 3-0 lead here in the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, all these runs coming on 2 outs. That brings up Grace O'Hara to the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Way out in front of that one. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 to O'Hara. High, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Grace. Oh, called strike 3. She is rung up, and that'll do it for the Rebels. Grace goes down looking for out number 3, but the Rebels pick up 3 in their half of the first inning, and after 1 inning of play, the APW Rebels lead the Bishop Ludden Gaelic Knights by a score of 3-0. Coming up for Bishop Ludden in the top of the second inning, it's their 5, 6, 7 batters, Grace Fink, Mia Scuteri, and Meredith Pesarillo. warm-ups are done. Stepping in, number 22, Grace Fink. First pitch to Grace is a called strike one. Here's the 0-1 from Izzy. Swung on, fouled up. Ricochet straight back down, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Grace Fink. Izzy sets and deals. Low and in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. High, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the sun is still high, making its way down behind the visiting team dugout. That's where it will eventually set, in that general area. 2-2's high, 3-2. Izzy feeling the heat, but not the pressure. Grace Fink has worked herself to a full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Cagle. Called strike 3. So now with 1 out, that brings up the second base player, Mia Scutari. First pitch to Mia. High and outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low and inside, 2-0. Call, strike 1. Ball gets away from Smithler. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mia's batting .238 with 10 walks. That's called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. How's it going, kid? Yeah. You go back and watch the replay? You did, I know. 2-2 misses, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Top of the second. That one skips, and it is ball 4. And Mia Scutari works herself a 1-out walk. That brings up the third base player, 00's Meredith Pesarillo. First pitch to Meredith, swing and a miss, strike 1. Inside, ball 1. Maggie thought about throwing behind Mia at first. 1 ball and 1 strike on Meredith. Low and inside, ball 2. No throw again. 3-1. There's a called strike. Again, no throw. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. That's called strike 3. So now with 2 outs, that brings up Tizzy Ballou, first pitch high, ball 1. Tizzy's the center fielder. 1-0 on Tizariah Ballou. Pitch inside, ball 2. Ball gets away. Mia Scateri not going, comes back, dives back, even though there was no throw. She wasn't looking. She wanted to make sure she was safe, that's all. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. High, ball 3. It's a hitter's count here for Tizzy. Swung on, little blooper. And that goes foul and wisely scooped up quickly by Maggie Smithler in foul territory. It is a full count. Mia Scateri goes back to first base because of the foul. Here's the payoff pitch. Call strike 3. And 3 down looking in the second inning for Bishop Ludden. After 1.5, the Rebels lead by a score of 3-0. Coming up for the Rebels in the bottom of the second inning, it is Gabby Emmons, Dan-Dalin, and then top of the order, Olivia, Katie, and Izzy. So, Connor, pick you up for the game tomorrow. So, I don't even know if I'm going to have a car. My mom's picking me up to come here, actually. So, I'm not even sure that I know exactly where you live. Why don't you shoot me an email with your address and phone number, Connor, and I will call you after the game. TheDan-Dalin@gmail.com. First pitch is a ball. The 1-0 to Gabby. She reaches for it, swings, and sends it to center field, right to the glove of Tizzy Ballou. Nice grab. She hit that one hard. Oh, Kylie LaRue is batting. I'm sorry, I thought she wasn't batting. She is batting. So it's Gabby, Kylie, and then Estelle. That pitch misses, ball 1. One ball, no strikes on Kylie LaRue. one short, ball 2. Tell you, Gabby Emmons hit that ball right on the nose. I don't even think Tizzy had to move a step. It's a 2-0 to Kylie. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike on Kylie LaRue. That one doesn't make it. 3-1. That misses, ball 4, and Kylie LaRue works herself a 1-out walk. That brings up Estelle Dallin, the 8th grader. Estelle's batting .308. She's 4 for 13, 6 runs, a double and a triple, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 4 stolen bases. Not too shabby for an 8th grader. It's high for a ball. LaRue, the nice lead over on first. Estelle grounds this one. Oh, through the legs. Coach Streifert, you got to bend the knees. Got to bend the knees. Somebody's got to do a lap after the game. Corbin. Oh, that one's way high. Ball 2. That's going to allow LaRue to go to second. So Connor, it's D-A-L-I-N, just like on the channel here, the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, the Dan-Dalin at gmail.com. Include your phone number and I'll call you after the game. We'll figure this out. That pitch misses, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Love to get you here. Just don't know if I have a car yet. Oh, that was ball 4. See much? I was paying attention. That brings up Olivia Dallin. A lefty. So runners at first and second with 1 out for Olivia Dallin. First pitch is a strike to Liv. If Liv gets a single into the outfield, it'll score 2 because Estelle is fast. Oh, one's high, 1-1. Nobody's holding Kylie LaRue on at second, so she could take a tremendous lead. That pitch is high, ball 2. Olivia hits this one. It's going to drop. Kylie's going to round third. She's going to go in to score. And Estelle is caught 2 steps off the base. And Grace Hilton is going to walk her back, rightfully so. So it's an RBI single for Olivia. And that brings up Katie Schick. First pitch to Katie, high, ball 1. Katie swings at a high one, chops it, fielded by the shortstop. She goes the short way to third for the force. Katie Schick hits into a fielder's choice, and it is 2 outs with runners at first and second. So that brings up Izzy Cagle with 2 outs and 2 on. Reaches for one. Ground ball to third. And who is that? Meredith Pesarillo just picks it up and steps on third base for out number 3. But the Rebels pick one up. And after 2 innings of play, they lead 4-0. Coming up in the top half of the third. Sorry, I was fixing my scorecard here. It's Grace Hilton, the pitcher. She's the number 9 batter. Then top of the order, Laura, Sophia, and Amaya coming up. First pitch swinging, fouled off, strike 1. This is Grace Hilton, the pitcher. In there, called strike 2. 2 strikes on Grace Hilton. Let's see if Izzy shows Grace what a changeup is. Grace has thrown her changeup several times. Low and inside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one's fouled back. It's a backstop and drops down. So first at bat for Grace Hilton here in the 3rd inning. Bishop Ludden trails 4-0 as he sets and deals. And there's the changeup. Misses, ball 2. It was a little too deep, that changeup. It was too high when it crossed the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. See as he tried again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So now with 1 out, brings us to the top of the order. Here's Laura Pullen. She struck out swinging her first plate appearance. Pitch low, ball 1. Called strike 1, blew that one by her. That's strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Laura. That one skips up to Maggie, goes over her shoulder. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out on Laura Pullman. Swung on, punched it. Lexus Wheeler there. Ball died in the air. Makes out number 2. That brings up the shortstop, Sophia Shamati. Outfield is about mid-depth. Pitch outside, ball 1. Generally, you keep your outfield mid to in until you get beat long once. Then you move your outfield back, especially if you've got a 4-run lead. There's ball 2. You don't want to give up hits on short ones. And you let a long one beat you if you've got the lead. That one punched, and that is foul. It's going right to a mom. Oh, stopped by the benches. Katie Schick coming all the way over from shortstop to pick that ball up. 2 balls and 1 strike on Laura Pullman. Here's the 2-1 to Laura. Call! Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Izzy sets and deals. Inside, ball 3. It's a full count to Pullman. And she hits this one down the line of left field. Grace O'Hara is going to run after that ball. She tried running straight at it instead of curling around. That ball comes in, though. And that's going to hold Sophia Shamati. I'm sorry, I kept saying Laura Pullman. But Sophia Shamati to a double. That'll bring up Amaya McNeil. 2 outs, runner on second. Remember, Amaya is the only person on the field today that has not struck out yet this season. It was a pretty impressive stat. Change up, ball 1. Throw back behind. I'm not sure why Sophia was halfway to third base and she opted to go back instead of continuing on. You see that change up. You're on second, I would take off. That's called strike 1. Called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. High, ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes on Amaya. She hits this one, pops this up, right field, and it falls foul. That was a long run for Kylie LaRue. Ends up being a foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 to Amaya again. Changeup, she sits on it. Ground ball is second. Throw over to first is in time for out number 3. So the Gaelic Knights threaten, but are unable to get past second base. After 2.5, the Rebels lead 4-1. Coming up in the bottom of the third inning for APW, it's Nora Vandervoort, Maggie Smithler, Alexis Wheeler, Grace O'Hara. All coming to bat. All right, here we go. Bottom of the third inning. First pitch to Honora, called strike one. One and one to Honora. High, 2-1 to Honora. That one bounces, 3-1. Thank you, Connor. 2 balls and 1 strike on Honora Vandervoort. This beautiful sunny day. That changeup way high. And that's ball 4. So now with a runner on first base, here is Maggie Smithler. Smithler walked and scored her first plate appearance. First pitch fouled off, strike one. Here's the 0-1 to Smithler. High, ball one. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, not in time, or offline. Nora Vandervoort steals second. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Smithler. Swung and fouls that one off. We'll do the 1-2 again. There's a pitch to Maggie high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4-0, Rebels lead. Bottom of the third inning. Here's the 2-2 from Grace. High, ball 3. Here's the 3-2. Bounces, ball 4. Runners at first and second now. So runners at first and second with no outs. Here's Alexis Wheeler. That's in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Wheeler. That one bounces, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 to Lexi. Bounces, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runners at first and second for Lexi Wheeler. Lexi hits a little slow nubber. Fielded by Grace. Throws to first. It gets away. That allows Vandervoort to score. Smithler rounds third. She's going to hold on there. Ball trickled away from Amaya McNail. Did not go out of play. So we've got timeout now. A run scores. It is now 5-0. So no outs, 5-0. Runners at the corners. Bottom of the third inning. Grace O'Hara up to bat. On deck, Gabby Emmons, followed by Kylie LaRue and Estelle Dallin. All right, timeout is over. Turn our attention to Grace O'Hara. First pitch shows bunt, pulls back. They tried the double fake there. Alexis takes second. So Wheeler on second, Smithler on third. No outs, first base open. 1-0 to Grace. She bunts that one. Oh, and Smithler gets hit. Everybody's safe. So the bases are now loaded for Gabby Emmons with no outs. First pitch to Gabby is a ball. Remember, Gabby's first at-bat, she roped one right at center field. And it looks like Tizzy's in the same spot again. That pitch is high, ball 2, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes on Gabby Emmons. Reaches for that one, fouls it off. Strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 1 to Gabby. Reaches, sends this one out to left field. Left fielder looking for it. Pops out of her glove. 1 run scores. There's nobody covering third. That allows Wheeler to get into third. So it is an RBI. No, it's not. Sorry. Forgot. E7. But still a run. 6-0 Rebels lead. Bases loaded for Kylie LaRue. We got timeout on the field while Sophia Shamati ties her shoes. They are all tied up. We're tied. We're not tied up. Shamati's shoes are tied. And that's a call strike 1 on Kylie LaRue. Kylie shows bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Throw over to third, Wheeler. His back as the ball got dropped. Asked for time so she could stand up. Certainly don't want to get caught on that play. I believe it's 2-1. Those bunt pulls back 3-1. And the game of cat and mouse continues. I think it's 3-1. Kylie swings. Ground ball is short. Fielded by the shortstop. Throw over the first for 1. And a run scores. So Kylie does her job and gets the run in. So 6-3 and an RBI for out number 1. Runners at second and third. Here's Estelle Dallin. That one skips over home plate. Ball 1. Rebels lead 7-0. Grace O'Hara at third. Gabby Emmons at second. Estelle Dallin at the plate. Rips a hard one down the left field line. Fielded by the left fielder. 1 run scores. Emmons comes in. She scores. Estelle Dallin in. Safe at second. It's an RBI double. 2 RBI double for Estelle Dallin. So now with a runner on second and still no outs, Olivia Dallin hits a ground ball to short. Throw over the first is in time. She dropped the ball after the out was made, but Olivia does move the runner over. Estelle now sits on third base with 1 out. So with 1 out, that brings up Katie Schick with a runner on third. 9-0 lead for the Rebels. First pitch to Katie. Misses, ball 1. Katie drills this one to left field. Left fielder grabs it for out number 3. Oh, yeah. Kylie got out. Oh, well, I forgot to write one down. All right, so 3 outs. My apologies. So at the, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. Yep, after 3 innings of play, it is 9-0 Rebels. Coming up in the top of the 4th inning for Bishop Ludden. It's their 4, 5, 6 batters, Abby Mazzotti, Grace Fink, Mia Scateri, then Meredith Pesarillo, Tizzy Ballou, and Grace Hilton due up. Okay, warm-ups are done. It is time for more softball. Stepping into the box, ready to hit, number 11, Abby Mazzotti. First pitch, little blooper to the pitcher. Or I guess it bounced. I don't know. One unassisted as Izzy tags out Abby for out number 1. That brings up Grace Fink, the left fielder. First pitch to Grace. Swing drills off of Izzy's glove. Picked up by Wheeler at second. Throw to first. Not in time. Safe at first base. She'll get an infield single on that one. I mean, it's your natural instinct to go for the ball when it's coming at your head. Especially when you don't wear a mask. That brings up Mia Scateri. She reached on a walk her first at-bat. That one bounces, ball 1. Gets away from Smithler. That's going to allow Grace Fink to take second base on that wild pitch. 1-0 now. Pitch to Mia in there, called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. High, ball 2. Grace Fink goes back to second base. There's strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Low, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch to Mia. Call, strike 3. Mia down looking. So that's 2 outs now. First pitch to Meredith. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Meredith Pesarillo. Meredith went down looking, her first plate appearance back in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on Meredith Pesarillo. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Pesarillo goes down swinging this time. Bishop Ludden still has yet to touch third base as the Rebels' defense is holding strong. Coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Rebels, It's Izzy Cagle, Honora Vandervoort, Maggie Smithler, Alexis Wheeler, and Grace O'Hara, all scheduled to bat. Oh, all right, here's Izzy Cagle. First pitch misses, ball one. 1-0, popped up right side, and it drops in fair territory. Izzy's going to round first and go to second, and she's in there easy, and now the throw comes into the pitcher. Izzy Cagle turns a bloop single into a double. She's one of the most aggressive base runners you'll see. So now with a runner on second, here's Honora Vandervoort. That pitch misses, ball one. That one bounces, ball two, gets away from the catcher. Izzy's going to round third and hold up there. So now with a runner on third and a 2-0 count, we turn our attention to Honora Vandervoort. Looking to pick up an RBI here. That's called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Nori. Two balls and 1 strike on Vandervoort. Crushes this one, comes down third base line. Izzy's on the base when she got hit by the ball. That's what makes her safe. If only Izzy had run into foul territory towards home plate. So we'll give her an infield single on that one. So that'll bring up Maggie Smithler. First pitch to Maggie's a ball. No throw, defensive indifference, as they allow Honora to take second base. Had they thrown, Izzy would have barreled through home plate. 1-0. High 2-0. Here's the 2-0 to Maggie. Swings at a high one, strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike on Maggie Smithler. No outs, runners at the corners. Sorry about that. That's a ball. 3-1. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded for Alexis Wheeler. Wheeler's made contact in both of her at-bats, reaching base both times, once on a single, once on an error. That one bounces across the plate, ball one. Wheeler with a real opportunity to pick up a handful of RBIs here. Steps out in front of that one to foul it off. That's how far in front she stepped for it. She came all the way around and sent the ball in our direction. 1 ball and 1 strike on Wheeler. Steps up on that one. Hard grounder to short. Throw over to first is in time. She picks up an RBI on that fielder's choice. So a run scores. And here is Grace O'Hara with runners at second and third. And 1 out. Lays down a bunt. It goes foul. Strike 1. Rebels now lead 10-0 with 1 out here in the 4th inning. Pulls back on that one. Ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Grace O'Hara, runners at second and third. Pulls back. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1-2, Grace O'Hara. Shows bunt, pulls back, ball 3. Three and 1. 1 out. Runners at second and third. 1 run in so far this inning. Rebels lead 10-0. Swings at that one. It gets away. Safe at home. Honora Vandevort. Maggie Smithler advances to third. Timeout call as the umpire is going to clear off the base. Here's the payoff pitch to Grace O'Hara. High, ball 4. Grace works a walk. So now we're runners at the corners. Here's Gabby Emmons. First pitch bounces for a ball. O'Hara takes second. So now we got runners at second and third with 1 out and 1 ball on Gabby Emmons. Reaches, swings, ground ball is short. Fielded by the shortstop, throws over to first for the out. Relay over to third, gets away. Grace O'Hara steps on third. She's going to go home and score. So that clears the bases. 2 runs come in, and it's an out. So Gabby grounds out 6-3 for out number 2. Does get an RBI, though. That brings up Kylie LaRue to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Rebels now lead 13-0. 0-1. Kylie punches this over to the visiting team's parents. They can't catch either. 2 strikes. Neither their parents nor our parents able to feel the ball. No balls and 2 strikes on Kylie LaRue. Change up in there, strike 3. Nice pitch by Grace Hilton for out number 3. So at the end of 4 innings of play, it is 13-0 in favor of the Rebels. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning for the Gaelic Knights, it's their 8-9-1 batters. Tizzy Ballou, pitcher Grace Hilton, and then Laura Pullen and Sophia Shamati coming to bat. So, top of the 5th. All right, here we go. Stepping up. As I said, this is Tizzy Ballou. First pitch high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Izzy to Tizzy. Swing and a miss, strike 1. There's the pitch from Izzy. High, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike from Izzy to Tizzy. In there, call strike 2. That's in there, call strike 3. So now with 1 out, that brings up Grace Hilton, the pitcher. First pitch to Grace. Swung on, popped up, and hits the backstop, strike 1. Some defensive changes. We've got Olivia Dallin back in center, Grace O'Hara still in left, and Estelle Dallin in right field. Infield, back to normal. Honora Vandervoort at third, Katie Schick at short, Alexis Wheeler at second, Gabby Emmons at first. Izzy deals that one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Izzy in the circle, and Maggie behind the dish. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Grace Hilton. Oh, she swings at a high one, fouls it back. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes on Grace Hilton. Jumps at a changeup, and she hits this into the outfield. Olivia Dan-Dalin picks it up. Not enough time to try to make a throw at first. Grace Hilton with a one-out single off of the elusive changeup. So it's a one-out single for Grace. That brings us to the top of the order. Here's Laura Polano. Whoops. I missed the letter. Laura Polano. It's a totally different person. First pitch to Laura. High misses. That's a ball. And that's going to allow Hilton to get to second. So 1-0 with one out. Runner at second. That's a strike on Laura. Hilton goes back to second. One ball, one strike, one out. Swung on, ground ball at third. Fielded by Honora. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. And Hilton stays on second. Nice long throw, great stretch by Gabby Emmons over at first. So with 2 outs now, that brings up Sophia Shamati. Sophia struck out swinging and got a double. A double scores a run here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. She was trying to get a dinger on that one. Here's the 0-1 from Izzy. Up and out, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sophia Shamati. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, sent left field line, and that is foul and out of play. 2 strikes. That was in the out-of-bounds area. Grace couldn't catch it if she wanted to. Load in, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Shamati. Changeup sits on it, sends us up into the air. O'Hara in, makes the catch to end the inning. Grace O'Hara. No one more scared than Grace on that one. So that was a great catch by Grace in left field for the 3rd out of the inning. Now coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Oops, sorry, I didn't change that before. My apologies. Bottom of the 5th inning with a 13-0 lead. I think... No, I stopped writing it down. Yep, it's Estelle Dalin, then Olivia Dalin, then Katie Schick, Izzy Cagle, and Honora Vandervoort coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning. All right, warm-ups are done. In steps Dan-Dalin. First pitch to Estelle. Swung on. Set. That's going to split the outfielders. Estelle rounds first. She's heading to second. Throw comes in, and Estelle's going to hold up there because she's seen the cannon on the shortstop who is out for the relay. It is a leadoff double for Dan-Dalin. And that'll bring up her sister, Olivia Dalin, to the plate with a runner in scoring position. A ground ball single scores a run here. There's no need for Olivia to reach for the fences. Her job is to hit ground balls. And she puts one in the air, and that's going to drop. Bobbled by the left fielder. Estelle stays at third. Olivia goes to second. Nice heads-up base running by Olivia. So now we're runners at second and third, and no outs here is Katie Schick. First pitch to Katie, swung on, ripped into left field. One run scores. Left fielder gets up throwing. Olivia's coming in at home. She scores, and Katie Schick goes to second base. It's a 2 RBI single for Katie. And she goes to third. "15. And that's the ball game. The Rebels win this one by run rule with no outs in the 5th inning. They win by a score of 15-0. From the APW Varsity Field located at APW Central Schools, this one ends in an APW victory as they win 15-0 in 5 innings. I am the Dan-Dalin reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.